4. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 3, 4. Yeah, yeah. Hello. How you doing? Hello, how's it going? Hi. Hello. Wait. There we go. There we go. How's it going, guys? Guys and gals, how are you? Alright. I want to make sure I got this chat going on. I'm going to do a pop out, put it over to the left, minimize it a little bit, put this over here. Alright. I think I got this. What's up, guys? How you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? How is everyone? Hello, hello. We got the live chat. What's up? Oh, dude, Corso, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I do not know why it's not playing the music. Did it play the music for you guys? It did not play the music for me. Unless it just is not, unless it's just not doing the internal monitoring like it should. But it should play a sound there. So if it didn't, my apologies, but thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. What's up, Corso? Welcome in. Welcome in. Here on this broadcast, what we do is we read a little bit of audiobook stuff. So I'm an audiobook creator for Amazon, for Audible, and I create stuff live in front of everybody. So that is what this broadcast does, and we are welcome to have you. We are so grateful to have you. I appreciate the follow. What else can we do? What's up, guys? What's up? That's okay, so I'm live on a couple different platforms. I am live on YouTube. I am live on Twitch. I am live on TikTok. I'm live all over the place, so we can't really see the chat from everybody, but we do get most things over here. This is going to be the recording scene that I'm on here, and this is my Logic Pro, fit with the chatter box over here to the right of me. Yeah, it's the right. So that's going to have all the chat, so if I say hi, it'll pop up like that on Twitch, and then that is YouTube, and then maybe Kick will show up. You know what doesn't show up, though? Miss TikTok. What is the deal? What is the deal, guys? What is the deal? All right. Let me minimize this just a little bit. Okay, now I can't see that chat. I'm going to bring it over just a little bit until I can see it. Maybe if I make this a little bigger, does it work? No, it doesn't. What's up, Ariat? How you doing, Ariat? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How are you today? All right, let's see. There we are. There we go. You have to have it like a very specified width or it will not show up. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. That is so good to hear. That's so good to hear. I hope you're doing well. I hope your boyfriend's doing well as well. You guys are, uh, I was going to say, I don't know, it could be TOS, whatever. You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it, and I love to see it. Reese, what's up, Reese? Good to have you, Reese. Oh, okay. There we go. I can make that just a little smaller. I think that'll work. There we are. All right. I love when you comment on our stuff. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Well, you guys are doing awesome. I love that. I love that. I love to see it. I love to see it. It makes me smile when I see it. All right, let's see. All right. Where were we? Where were we? Where are we? How are we? That's a good question. All right, let's see. So I can look at a few things. Yo, thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm just getting used to this. Live Center on TikTok. livecenter.tiktok.com. Okay. Putting it over to the next stream. Da-da. That is not what I was looking at. That's funny, though. Yeah. Let's see. Can I restart this? Because it's not what I'm looking at right now. I was looking at that earlier, but I'm not looking at that right now. So what is the deal? What's going on here? Okay. All right. There we go. I had to put it to my calculator real quick. Actually, that's kind of cool. If I could do mathematics with you guys here. Hold up. Can I do math? Can I do math with you guys? Yo, who's into mathematics? Raise your hand. Raise your hand in chat. Audiobook? Yeah, I'm doing an audiobook. Lives are looking more professional. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing a little more. Well, I will say that we are making improvements. I'm not saying that these are professional by any means, but I do now have the Electro Voice RE20. So, very happy with the new microphone. I was comparing this with the old microphone. The old microphone is an absolute powerhouse, the Shure SM7B. It does wonderful things, absolutely wonderful things to the voice. But I will say, it has, comparing the two, I don't know what it is. It could just be the cable, because this is a oxygen-free copper cable. But the Electro Voice RE20 is incredible. And it could just be the elevation, too. It could just be that this is the newest model, 2025. I got this other one in 2020, I think, maybe 2022, something like that. So 3 years makes a lot of difference, apparently. Of course, upgrading. Thank you. Absolutely. We are here to improve every step of the way. And I know this is something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. It's something I've always done throughout my entire life, honestly. I mean, I can go back as far as 10 or 12, and I'm like practicing with like radio stuff. So I know vocal work is something that I'll always do. And, yeah, making improvements on that is just who I am as a person. But the studio has improved slightly. We do have a table now. We have a table. Knock on wood. We can do it. We can do it here. Yo, Alacita. Hola, Alacita. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? I need a couple different things, though. For one, I need some sort of translation. I think down below would be really cool if I could do a subtitling where anybody who's audio impaired can actually read what I'm saying, and then filter that in to actually toggle different languages of subtitling. I think that would be the next step. Estaba pensando en ti justo ahora. I cannot easily translate on here. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, let's see. I can Leo inspect. I can explain. All right, let's see. I can explain. I can explain, guys. I can explain. Where did you go? Did you just close out of my window? No. I was just thinking about you. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Thank you. I don't know if I went down on TikTok, but I literally was trying to translate that and it just booted me out of everything. So I think. What's up, Carla? Good to see you, Carla. Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? I think, let's see, note that closing this page may disrupt your life. Okay, all right. 10-4. I was watching, I think it was, oh, there you guys are. Look at that. This is TikTok. This is what I'm looking at right now. What's up, Carla? Good to see you, Carla. No string key on here. Screenshot cover. Screenshot cover. What is screenshot cover? Chat and interview. I wonder which one of these would be best. I don't know. I don't know. And hey, if anybody actually gave coins, thank you. I did not see that. If you guys did, I did not. I did not notice if that happened, but if I missed it, I appreciate you. All right. Okay. Let's get down to business. Can we see it? We can. Okay. This is where we're at. With Audiobook Creation, this is where we're at. Our 15-minute increment was accepted by the Wealth Almanac by Michael Kelly. So this one is actually, apparently this is selling pretty well on Amazon. I was told that this was like number 1 or something in some category. It has 15 reviews, which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But, oh, Michael, come on, man. Michael, my guy, this is a AI image, is it not? Is that not an AI image? If that's not an AI image, that's looking pretty good, man. But, I don't know. It's a little suspect. The shadowing is a little suspect here. But it looks like this guy is saying he's got a number 1 best-selling author in wealth management, economic history, and portfolio management. Number 1 bestseller, Wealth Almanac distills historical financial wisdom into practical wealth building strategies. So this is pretty cool. That's what we're working on. I'm really excited to work with him on this book. He seems like a cool guy. So yeah, that's awesome. We love to see it. So that's what we're going to be doing today, primarily. But oh, this is pretty cool. You can see all the reviews for this. The only thing, I don't know what category he's number 1 in, but you can see the bestsellers rank here. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not seeing number 1 on any of these segments, but it could just be hidden. Who knows? Who knows? So I am really excited to help him out with his audiobook creation here. Audiobook creation. All right, let's see. What are we missing? Any comments over here? Yo, now the awkwardness is. Si habla una poquito. My messages are not sending. Oh no. Oh no. The awkwardness is there. That's not AI. I don't know. I don't know, because sometimes like what they can do is they'll capture the essence of the person and whatever awkward quirks they may have, but like I don't know. Some of it is a little too poised. It's just like I've seen this a lot with headshots. I always love commenting on AI, on the evolution of AI, because spotting AI is almost an art now. Like you can really tell when it comes to audio when something is AI derived, or when especially in video, you can definitely see it then. There's certain things like I noticed the audio in a video has a very narrow bandwidth, and it almost sounds like you're on the phone. And that's because it's eliminating a lot of the higher end stuff and a lot of the lower end stuff, so you can it's unnaturally narrow with the bandwidth. And then on top of that, I noticed like in these videos, like the chest compressions, you'll notice that when you talk, like there's a lot of like chest movement going on. And especially when you're yelling, there's a tremendous amount of chest movement coming on. A lot of people will lose their breath because breath work is notoriously hard to control during a performance. So when you're yelling at people and there's a video of you yelling at people and your chest is just like remaining still, that's not natural. They either added in that audio or that audio is completely fictitious. So I feel like it's really interesting to have this new era of AI and being able to identify it in ways that we've never been able to do before. So I appreciate everybody for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go to the monitoring and output. Yep, it should monitor. It should monitor. So I don't know what's going on with this. The monitoring device is my external headphones. Should be there, but it's not. So, what's the deal? What's the dealio? Yo, what's up, Abby? Good to see you, Abby. Maya Parker. What up, Maya Parker? Welcome in. Good to have you. Good to have you. Welcome on over. Oh, thank you so much for the heart me. Unfortunately, I don't know if it actually plays. I'll have to watch back. Note to self, I'll have to watch back this part of the video to see if that heart me actually showed up, because on Streamlabs it doesn't. I don't see that on here, but if it does, let me know. Or I'll watch it on the playback. Who knows? But yeah. Just the only thing that I can report so far, is that, check it out. Wait. Oh, here we go. All right. So, sales overview. Let's go back to Streamlabs. Make sure. Yep, we're good. We're Gucci Mane. We've been consistent with like one sale a day since the 3rd to the 6th. So that's pretty sick. Our first sale this month was in the United Kingdom. Shout out to my people across the pond. Appreciate you so much for your support. Thank you. I think this one was the biohacking guide. So shout out to Brian Sherrill for coming through. We made that almost a year ago, and it's still going strong. Love to see it. We also did poker math for beginners. We did that, or poker math for advanced players, rather. We did that, and that's been going strong as well. Oliver Romanov, obviously the blackjack like a pro. Unfortunately, that's the number one seller. That is the number one seller. I mean, I say unfortunately because it has its issues. It has its issues. But hopefully I can fix those issues. At some point, I'd like to return to it and actually make a better version of it, because it is not up to my current standard. It's not up to my current standard. Let's see. So these are all in 2024 and 2025, and I'm sure we'll have some 2026 books coming out too. So yeah, that's what's going on. So we're still going strong. We got a lot of auditions, a lot of offers. Foreign production right now. Still haven't heard back from The Art of Being That Guy by Andrew Tanaka. So unfortunately, we don't have any info going on here. But this one, we should be on the final stretches of that one. I just need to do the thing, and I haven't done the thing. Legal Foundations of a Free Society, that is also something that we're working on. It's taken us about a year to get there, but we're chipping away at it. Yeah, that's all I have to report on there, though. That's all I have to report on there. Let's go to the recording scene. All right. Is there any way to add this live stream source as a browser source? Let's see. TikTok chat. I'll add that. Add source. URL. There we go. Oh, no. This is log into TikTok. Yeah, no, sorry. I cannot. Oh, you guys can see that. All right. Yep. No. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. Hey, but it's not for lack of trying. What's up, Cassie? Good to see you, Cassie. Welcome in. Cass. Welcome in, Cass. Yo, good to have you. Good to have you. All right, let's go to Twitch. Let's share the Twitch. Let's see. We'll snooze the ad breaks. We don't need ad breaks. Yeah, we'll snooze the ad breaks for a little bit. Even though I'm the only one in here. Hold up. Also, another thing, I do have a nonprofit. And what was I gonna say? I have a nonprofit, and I am registering it through. It's already registered, already tax exempt. I already have all the legal stuff for it, so I have a employee identification number and all that. Shout out to LegalZoom. Thank you so much, LegalZoom, for helping me through that process. But I have a nonprofit. It's called Rise Overrun, and it is to promote STEM education for underrepresented and underprivileged youth. So I'm gonna be more loud about that, coming up. But as of right now, it's in its initial stages of being created. So I am setting up all of the accounts necessary to accept funds. I'm going to try to figure out what is needed as far as like a board of directors goes. What's up, Katie? Good to see you, Katie. Katie Malloy. My heart goes out to Malloy. Good to have you. Welcome in. Hello. I was just talking about this nonprofit that I'm putting together, and this nonprofit's called Rise Overrun. And I talked about it actually on I was at my old apartment and I got on this dating show. And on this dating show, I started talking about it a little bit just as a rough idea of being like, hey, I want to create a nonprofit organization for youth, particularly under represented groups in STEM, to help out STEM education. And when I said the name, like literally everybody was hating on me the entire time, but when they came up, they kept acting like me and like sort of making fun of me, but they would always say the name. And so I thought, okay, I might be onto something here, because if it stuck that well for people that are obviously trying to mock me, I might be onto something. What happened to your name? I changed it up. I got to change it up. How have you been? It's been a while. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. No complaints, honestly. Literally no complaints, because like things are so good at the current moment. I can't help but be just like absolutely. Let me switch here. Absolutely in bliss. What's up, Alejandro? What's up, Alejandro? Good to have you. Yeah, I'm absolutely in bliss, honestly, because I was working background for a filming in St. Louis. It's called Jacob Beats Up Nick. Don't TOS me. That's literally what it's called. You can look it up on IMDb. This is the name of the movie. So that's going to be presented at a film festival, I believe, here in St. Louis. Check it out when it comes out in theaters, maybe. But it's called Jacob Beats Up Nate, and it features Justin Long. And I think it's a really powerful story. From what I've heard thus far, it seems like a really powerful story that deals with, race and discrimination, and somebody's trial through that I don't know how you would put it, but when somebody experiences that, but then finds later success in coming back to those people early in life that never really believed in them, and being able to show your abilities despite somebody's dismissal of you. So I think I don't know too much about the story, but that's what I've gathered thus far. I could be totally wrong on that, but that's what I've heard so far on it. So it seems like a really powerful story, and it seems like a really good message. And the dude was really funny when he was on set. Features Justin Long, and I am in the background, sort of. I'm in the background, sort of. I'm the guy filming this scene on my camera where this guy is actually like trying to train in a gym. So you can catch me outside. No, ringside, baby. You can catch me ringside on that. I was on that set, so I was really excited to be part of that. And then I was doing a project recently. So I was involved with a student film project. Travis Miller, I'm on that as well. I got promoted to a manager. Wow, that's incredible. I love that. Katie, congratulations. That is so cool. I'm very happy for you. That is so neat. Thank you for sharing that. That's cool. Let's see what else. So the Travis Miller thing, it's part of a school project. So I'm going to be happy to add that to the demo reel. And then I was recently acting as a model for a moving company. Very excited. Always love to be on set or on a photograph, part of a photographic session. Eric is such a hottie machadi. Yo, Ryan, thank you. I appreciate that. Wow, what a gorgeous man. Yo, you. I love the beaver hair. Thank you so much. Looking for Selena. No. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on. And yeah, I'm in bliss because I've been getting a lot of work, and I love that. And I've got another film coming up here for another school project that's going to be filming down in Cape Girardeau around mid-December. I'm also going to be back at SEMO next week to present a presentation of my experience in industry thus far for chemistry. Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much for the popular. Yo, Samuel Flynn. What's up, Samuel Flynn? Good to have you in. Hello, hello. So, yeah, that's basically what's been going on. I'm delivering a online presentation tomorrow regarding social media and the importance of social media, how to get savvy in social media, stuff like that. And that's for the national fraternity. I'm gonna really benefit from that because I need to test the presentation chops before I do the in-person SEMO thing, the seminar. Be really excited to do that. Yo, Skilly, welcome in, Skilly. Welcome in, Skilly. Skilly D, Skilly Do. Yo, what up? Yo, what up? Good to have you. Welcome in. Yo, thank you so much for the love you so, and I don't know what that is, but thank you for that. When I grow up, I want to be you. You are so sweet. Thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you so much, Ryan. Okay, so I don't have much, but what I do have is an email from my agency. I have an email from my agency, and let's see what they said. It is... Let's see, I'm going to look up images. Who was I talking to about this? Who was I talking to about this? I was talking to Stacy, but I was also talking to... Shoot. Thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate that. Jennifer, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, there we go. So I was told to submit a demo reel consisting of, yo, thank you so much for the heart puffs. Thank you so much for the goat. Thank you for the chili. Hi, welcome to Chili's. Wow, thank you for the cake too, Eric Dreamboat. Thank you, Dreamboat. What is a Dreamboat? Okay, so I have a couple different questions. Submitting a voiceover reel to Image's agency, models, and actors. The voiceover reel consists of 5 different character types. Should be 8 to 10 seconds in length on one demo reel. Do not slate nor add age to the demo reel. Must be submitted in MP3 format. Email the voiceover reel to this person at Image's agency, or if the file is too big, you can use Transfer Now. When emailing me back your video, include the answers to the following questions. Do you have your own home studio? Yes. Will you adopt me? Yes. Are you registered with Source Connect? Okay, this is an important question. So let's go to Google and let's look up Source Connect. And let's go to Pro Studio. Hi, what's up, Marilyn? Good to have you, Marilyn. Welcome in. Welcome in. So I can subscribe. There's a subscription or a buy-in plan. Let's see, what's the buy-in plan? Yo. That is insane. The buy-in plan is $1,400. That's crazy. What's the subscription plan? It is $180 and $105 a month. Phoebe. Hi, Phoebe. How you doing, Phoebe? Hello. How are you today? Yo, this is so much. All right, here, let me share this real quick. Let me share this. This is what I'm saying. Queen of Phoebes over here. I'm great. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. I am doing absolutely fantastic. Doing better now because you're in here. All right, no, this is so this is the Source Connect that they want me to get. This is so I can participate. Your hair is giving Justin Bieber. Yo, where's Selena? Hold up. So I have to pay $180. Really? More like $285. And I guess I just cancel anytime. Wow. Or I could do a... Wait, hold up. I'll be your Selena. Oh my gosh, stop. My heart can't take that much. So, let's see. First payment. Okay. Wow. Okay, so the buy-in fee is actually better. Actually, let's do some math. You guys want to do some math? I like math. Let's do math. Can we get a calculator up in here? Where's the calculator? Let's add a source. Let's go to window capture, add source, and then go to add a new source instead. We'll do calculator, add source, window. I got the calculator up, right? Where are you? There you are. Bam. Bam. Dude, this calculator is so freaking big. No math Sunday? Yo, let's not do math. Actually, it's the weekend. That is so true. You have to pay, yeah. Well, sometimes you got to pay money. You guys can't see me at all. You guys can just see a bunch of calculator, right? Okay. But besides that, oh, here we go. Basic. All right. Basic, and then wish I could see you, babe. Aw, my heart. Okay, let's see. Maybe let's go like, what do you think? Like right here? Maybe like right here. This would be good. So I could pull it up, and then this is what it looks like, and then I could just like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Come on now. All right. So, where's the clear button on here? There's no clear button. It's just removal. I don't want to remove things. Yeah, pull it out. Yo, pull out. Anyway, so so what I need to do is, when do these two lines intersect? That's what I want to know. It's 1495 plus, let's see, what is this? 275. 275 yearly. 275 yearly. Jeez, that is like rent right there. That is like rent. That's crazy. Yo, Eric doesn't not with, anyway. Yeah, Uh, yeah, definitely not. So, all right, Raw. Next question. So, we want to do 1770 for this. The buy-in method is 1770, or we could do the subscription model, and the subscription model is 280-ish. 280-ish. What's up, Living English? Welcome in, Living English. Let's see, was it 1495 plus 275? Is that what it was? Yeah, 1770. So divide that by because that's only the first payment is 180, but it's 105. Oh, you know what we got to do? We got to subtract 180 because that's the initial payment, and then put that over 105. So how many 105 payments? 15, and that's monthly. So if you think about it, if you own this for more than a year, if you own this for more than a year, if you own this for more than a year and a quarter, yeah, anyway, if you own this for more than a year and a quarter, you will break even. So it's really a question of, will you have this more than a year and a quarter? I'm very confused. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'll let you know. So what's going on is Source Connect is the thing to buy. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, cool. Cool. So Source Connect is the thing to buy if you want to do professional voiceover work. You need to have Source Connect because anybody that reaches out to you with like, hey, we want to run an audio ad in Oklahoma for their banking app or something, like, you want Source Connect so that you can connect with professionals in the field and get all your levels and stuff and work with a bunch of people all together. This is the thing that you need in order to participate in that market. The only problem is that it's extremely expensive, like so much so that it's literally $14.95. That's insane. Except if I do the buy-in plan, I'll have this forever, except for the 275 regular payments yearly. I know I need this because everybody that has an audition asks if I have Source Connect, so I know that this is necessary, but this is just so wild. It will pay for itself after the first job, though. What's up, Lila? Welcome in, Lila. Good to have you. What up, Lila? The buy-in license is paid only once. Your network access is required to be able to use the software and access to support, and the fee will be charged yearly until cancellation from your side. Okay, let's go to the FAQ. If I'm a subscriber to Source Connect, will I need to pay anything in additional to Source Connect for? Subscribers you'll keep your Source Connect 3 license as well as get your Source Connect 4. What happens if I cancel my subscription plan? You will no longer be able to use Source Connect until you start a new plan. How do I manage my subscription? What if I need to sign back up to my plan after canceling? Easy is a new subscription plan here. Contact support If your most recent previous monthly subscription plan was held for 4 continuous months or longer, we may be able to offer certain discounts. Okay, cool. Cool. Does Source Connect 4 connect with Source Connect 3? No, but it's easily to downstall. Okay. Will I lose my Source Connect 3 license if I upgrade to Source Connect 4? I don't really care about any of these. I just want to know, like, if I get this wildly expensive thing, what are the chances that I nail an audio read? Will I get my money back? Do I ever need to pay this again? Huh. I'm just trying to think through these things. So that's what's going on. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. Source Connect Plus Source Nexus Suite. Well, now, this is... Why didn't you just tell me? I could save money. Best for talent. Wait, what's the difference? Professional solution for voice actors and solo performers. Talent buy-in. I mean, that doesn't sound terrible, but what am I missing if I get that? That's the question. Source Connect Talent buy-in for 10% off. Okay. Black November. All right, fantastic. We love to see it. Black November. I don't know. Best for facilities. Enterprise level power with high channel counts. Complete your toolkit. What if I want to upgrade? What if I want to create an entire studio? What if? All right, let's see. Best for studio. Source Connect Studio plus Source Nexus Suite. Get Studio Bundle. 20% off is no small potatoes when we're talking about $1,400. So 1,100. That's still astronomically high, but still, that seems better than what I'd pay otherwise. Monthly and yearly subscriptions. $35 a month is nothing. Let's see, what is this? Oh, okay, so you still pay the initial fee. That's what it is. Yeah. And then I imagine you need to pay this rate next time you wanna come in. And then the 75 initialization fee reapplies if a subscription is stopped and restarted. That's what I thought. Anytime that the previous subscription cycle is less than 3 months or less. When restarting a subscription, and when the previous subscription cycle was 4 months or longer, please email this person purchasing instructions to bypass the $75 fee. Interesting. Okay. Okay, what's up, DK Fuel? Yeah, $35 a month is nothing. I guess we'll create an account. We'll create an account. Guys, don't look at my password. Don't look at my password. Oh, we're still on the calculator. Hold up. So, 1450 divided by multiplied by 0.2. This is 20%. So you'd save $300 by doing that buy-in. I don't know. That buy-in is kind of like tempting. I don't know. I feel like I should do that buy-in. I feel like I should do it. But $35. Dang, I am just all over the place today. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for the roses. Chandler, what's up, Chandler? Good to have you, Chandler. Welcome in. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good with you? All right, let's go to the recording scene. I'll put it on this for the meantime and go into the browser. Yo, thank you so much for the love you so. Thank you for the ice cream cone. Delicious ice cream. And the cake. Thank you for the cake. I appreciate that. Username. My name, Eric Bowman. Eric Bowman. What's up, Lopez? Eric Andrew? That's funny. That's funny. Continue, save, display name, my name, city, St. Louis. United States. Jeffrey? Keep guessing. Keep guessing. You'll get there. I'll tell you when you're close. Louise. That would be nice. Louise. Avatar. Select image. Okay. Let's go to images. Let's go to... Yeah, this is good. I like that. Like that. That's a good picture of me right there. Bam. All right, let's bring you back so you can see it. Eric P. That's right. Eric Matthew. Nah, not quite. Eric Arthur. Nah, not really. No. Cold. You cold. All right, let's see. We're so glad you're finally here. Eric George. No, not George. Not George. Not George. Okay, network access expired. Profile. Products and downloads. No. Okay, so I'm just kind of finding my way around here. I can start sessions. I can register. User is not active, so it probably wants me to. Yo, Unbrand Meme. What's up, Unbrand Meme? Good to have you. Ocean Spray. Welcome in, Ocean Spray. Hello. Yeah, that's it. That's where I live. Right on Market Street. Let's see. I'm a voice performer. I'm a audio. I'm a voice performer. How's it going, handsome? Yo, thank you so much for that. I'm doing fantastic. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. So I'm a vocal performer. I live in St. Louis. I have a Source Elements account. And that's it. Sick in bed? Dude, I'm sorry. All right, let's go to my email. Put it on another thing so you guys can't blow up my email here. All right, let's see. Confirm setup. Bam. All right. We're so glad you're finally here. I really should take advantage of these incredible deals right now. But as of current, I think we're okay. The $35 a month doesn't sound bad at all. But man, I want to see if I could budget that $1,100, because what I could do is I could put that on the company. Oh, I give up? Well, no, you just weren't close. That's all. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with a D. If you hit D, I would have told you that you were closer. Okay, so yearly suite, Nexus Suite yearly. This is pretty cool. So, professional solution for lossless recording plus full monitoring suite. This is definitely what I want. It's definitely what I want. On the other hand, I could do ooh, yeah, you nailed it. Eric Derrick. That's it. It's Eric Derrick. My name is Eric Derrick. Eric Derrick Pullman. That's what they call me. Eric Daniel. Yeah, that's actually it. You nailed it. It's Eric Daniel. That's me. That's me. Eric Derrick is what I tell people when I want to be funny. When I want to be funny, I'll tell them. Buy-ins let you pay more upfront in exchange for dramatically lower annual costs. Your annual renewals cost less than 2 to 4 months of monthly subscriptions. That's huge savings after a year. A year 0.3. If you prefer lower upfront costs with monthly flexibility, check out our subscription options below. EDP, that's me. That's me, baby. I love cupcakes. What can I say? No problem. These bundles include both Source Connect and Source Nexus for maximum value. If you only want Source Connect or Source Nexus, scroll down to see buy-in and subscription options. But for just $1 more, we highly recommend Source Connect customers get the complete bundle. Nice. Okay. Pay up front, save year after year. Your initial payment includes 6 to 12 months of network access. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about this. Thank you so much for the rose, Ryan. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate that. Cross-grade to a higher tier. So you can upgrade. If you want, you can upgrade. 92% off? Well, I don't want to wait till December 1st then. So those are the deals. I really do think that we're probably going to do one of those. I just have to budget it. Thank you so much for the ice cream. Thank you so much for the ice cream. I appreciate that. Thank you. Ryan. Thank you. Ryan. Oh, yeah, and yeah. What's up, Brandon? Good to have you, Brandon. Welcome in, Brandon. Okay, so we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any licenses. Yep. So that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, what we're gonna do is go to. I have my own home studio, and I am registered with Source Connect. So the suggestions are to get an everyday voice, a cartoon voice, an accent voice, a news reporter slash PSA, a trailer to a movie, scared slash desperate, happy slash excited. So those are the suggested character types. They want me to select 5, so I'll do everything except the last 2. That probably sounds about right. 8 to 10 seconds in length. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is add a new thing here and call this VO every day. I'm gonna call this, how about here? Cartoon. This is news reporter. This is trailer to a movie. I'm surprised they don't have commercial on here. You know, commercial would be nice. Trailer and accent. That's it. Ooh, which accent should I do, guys? Which accent should I do? The accent is after cartoon. So I'll add that and then put accent. There we go. Which accent should I do? Should I do Indian? Should I pull out my Indian accent, guys? Should I pull out my sweet Indian accent? No, we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. Okay. So every day. What can we do for like every day? And then we're only targeting like that much. So not that much. Not that much. Let's go to chat. Let's see what chat's telling me. I need to make a voiceover demo reel. Let's see. Let's go to. I need to make a voiceover. Okay, let me switch over to make sure you guys can see this here. Okay, that's me. That's me. Okay, so I need to make a voiceover demo reel containing the following 5 voice types. Oh, that's already on there. Can you let's see. We are targeting 8 to 10 seconds per voice type. Could you please create a small script for each voice type targeting that time. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we've all been there, M dash. Coffee's cold, the meeting's early, and your Wi-Fi doesn't decide to take a nap. But hey, that's life. Take a breath, laugh it off, and keep it moving, bucko. Cartoon. Oh, this is so... No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. Captain Sprinkles to the rescue. Hold tight, citizens. In dash. I got frosting, and I'm not afraid to use it. I don't like that at all. I don't like that even a little bit. This is bad. Where do I vote no? Bad response. Hold up, we gotta judge it completely, but still. Fernanda, what's up, Fernanda? Good to see you, Fernanda. Hello, Eric. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing wonderful. Doing the Lord's work out here. Doing the Lord's work. You ever notice how Americans say schedule, like it's a secret? Over here, we've got timetables, not mysteries. Now then, fancy a cup of, or shall I keep roasting your pronunciation? Cheeky, witty, you can swap the accent for Australian and Irish. Wow, so great. You're so great. You're doing fantastic. News reporter, PSA. This is Eric Pullman reporting live, reminding you that safety starts with awareness. Whether it's online or on the road, stay alert, stay informed, and stay safe. Movie trailer. In a world where science meets destiny, one man dares to question everything. From the studio that brought you Quantum Divide comes the story of truth, courage, and chaos. Okay. I don't like the cartoon character at all. I really don't like the everyday / cartoon reads. Can you please change them? Yeah. Most days start simple. A quick cup of coffee, a quick scroll, maybe a thought about where you're headed next. You don't need perfection, just progress. One step, one breath, one moment at a time. You think being a talking toast is easy? Try getting crumbs out of your soul. I've toasted bagels, broken hearts, and once a Pop-Tart that stared back. Yeah, I've seen things, kid. I don't like that either. Oh, they changed everything. Fantastic. I don't like whatever voice this is. Yeah, me neither. Me neither, honestly. Me neither. This is Eric Pullman reporting. In a world moving faster every day, a single moment of awareness can save a life. Stay alert, stay kind, and stay informed. All right, it's okay. They said the truth was buried, but he was never one to quit digging. This summer, the clock is ticking, and redemption comes with a price. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. You Americans and your cookies. I don't know. You Americans and... No, it's just... I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We call 'em biscuits, love. But hey, whatever you call 'em, they still taste better with a proper cup of tea. Hey, cheers to that, eh? This is not good. It's not good at all. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Yo, ChatGPT is failing me right now. Yo, Bibble rap, Bibble talk, Drake type beat. Yeah. I just ChatGPT is failing the world. Yeah, honestly, definitely is. What is Atlas? Okay, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Um. Hmm. Thoughts on Hassan? Uh. Wait. Hassan and Zoran Mamdani. Who's that? Who's Zoran Mamdani? I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Jokes. Let's see. Let's look it up. Look at that. Hassan is losing it. That's what I got. I got Hassan is losing it by Destiny. I am sorry. I have to. It's what we got. It's what we're playing today. It's what we're playing. Yeah, I got a lot of. It's a mixture of Matan and Hank Green and everything in between. Oh, here we go. Zoran Mamdani. I don't really want to watch Dolan Turnip talk about it, though. I don't want to see Dolan Turnip speak. We got Dean Withers. He's live right now. Check out Dean. My man Dean. What else? Dean is your op. Wait, how is Dean your op, though? Hello. Oh, hi. I was freaking out. I heard, hello, princess. I heard footsteps upstairs. I was like freaking out. Literally, it sounded like a 6 foot tall man in boots. Yeah.
Listen, I didn't eat that much, alright?
No. It wasn't you. It was like nobody was here. I was freaking out because, like, yeah. Literally, I pulled out the sword.
Is that why the sword's out there?
Yes.
I was scared to be like, hey.
Yes. I was scoping out the rooms.
Oh, look how cute it is.
It was weird. I had to go live for my safety.
Oh my god. I had to go live for people to know.
He has a crush on Charlie Turk. He does not have a crush on Carly Chirk. He does not.
Who's Carly Kirk?
Parley Shirk?
I shark?
Smarley Kirk?
Carly Kirk?
He doesn't. What he said was he was tearing up because his friend was almost in the crosshairs that day. So he obviously was emotionally riled up from it.
Also, that's just like fucking wild to be there in person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know where the shot came from, and then you're like, you could be shot.
Honestly,
I think it was rather
who knows? That would be so scary. That would be so scary. So let's see. Why Michael Burry just bet 1.1 billion against AI. What's up, Ty? Good to have you, Ty. Welcome in, Ty. What up, what up? Oh, okay, here we go. Uh Wait, why'd you stop the screen share? Because I was on a couple different things, but let me just pull it back up. Chatting. Chatting. This is what I see now. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can actually hear this, but this dude is crazy. Yo, I don't think we could say that on here. I don't think we could say that on here. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Yeah, my search history is cooked. Wait, can you hear that? Can you hear these videos play, or are they just not? Are they not playing on here? Because like last time I tried to play a video, it would not play the sound. Oh man, Connor O'Malley. Whatever this is probably absolutely insane. We can't hear it? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. EDP. Yo. 445. Whoa, dude. You don't want to hear this. Okay. Dude, not the Waymo. This is crazy. Not that guy doing like a squat in the background. Huh. Yeah, I got to figure out how to get the sound playing on here because that is cooked. That is cooked. Absolutely cooked. All right. Man, Connor O'Malley is crazy. This dude is awesome. Let's see. Let's go to Twitch. You guys want to see this? You ready? I don't know if you can read that, but you were banned from this chat. You've been banned from this chat. It says you are banned from this chat. You are unable to participate in this channel's chat until a moderator unbans you. This channel allows banned users to request an unban once they've waited 1 month. So we'll request an unban. See, this is what I said. This is what I said. Channel mods will see the most recent messages you sent in chat along with your request. I said 27 tabs. Don't leave us with them. Sheriff Tariff. 22,000 is wild. 12x tabs is crazy. You are not the father. Whoa. 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 No. What's up, my brother? Mein Bruder. Hola. Hola, mein Bruder. All right. This is what I said. These are the reasons why I got banned. I said 27 tabs. 12x tabs is crazy. Answer a reason for your unban. What should I say? How should I justify myself? You're so aggressive. I'm not aggressive. Sheriff Tariff is a funny play on words. Plus, it was a man in a sheriff hat that was talking about tariffs. I thought it was funny. That was funny. And he left the room to play the video of this guy in the hat talking about tariffs. So that's why I said, don't leave us with him. Now, 22,000 is wild, I think, is because of how much traction that one tweet got. So 22,000 is wild. I think it deals with that. 27 tabs is true. It had like a lot of tabs open, and 12 of those were X tabs, and I said that's crazy. That's it. That's it. That's the reason for the ban. That's it. And apparently you can only request an unban once, so make it count. Well, I don't want to do it right now then. That's a little too much. But yeah, I got banned for saying that. I don't think I should have been banned. What do you guys think? You think you would ban somebody for that? You think you guys would permanently ban somebody for saying you've got a lot of tabs open and 12 of those is X tabs? That's crazy. You think you would permanently ban somebody because they said you've got 12 X tabs open and that's kind of a lot? You think that justifies I never want to speak to you ever again? You think that right there justifies get out of my life forever? You have 12 X tabs open. That's a lot. Do you think that is do you think that's abhorrent language that should not be seen by the general public? Is that something that you would see and say no mas? Not here. No longer, not today. Is this the dialogue of somebody that should be ostracized? Is this even a chat that you would like to see or not see? Who knows? Do you even read this chat? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not somebody as handsome and charming. Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate that. I don't personally find this aggressive. I think that this is funny. I find this funny. This is obviously me engaging with the substance that I'm watching. This is me playing a joke on that. This is me commenting about a fact of the matter. It had 22,000 views, and that was a lot. And these two are the amount of tabs that were open. And that's it. And I was banned from chat, unable to participate in this channel's chat until a moderator unbans you. I think I might just sit in this little limbo land until I come up with a good explanation. No, Ryan, we're going to stay on this topic. Yeah, no. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, no sports. No sports. No. I'm a naysayer when it comes to sports. No. So we got to do an everyday voice, a cartoon voice, an accent voice, a news reporter voice, and a trailer voice. Okay. That's what we got to do. Ooh, man. Okay, let's see. Let's go to my Kick chat. Make sure Kick is on here. There we go. Kick is definitely on there. Okay. I just love playing those. All right. Let's get done with something. Let's get down to business. Who's your favorite? That is a loaded question. I like each one. The question is, who's your favorite Pullman? I like each one. I like each one in their own way. You know, I like each one because of unique qualities of what they can provide. You know, I like every single one for different reasons, and I'm biased in that way. I'm super biased because you know, they're my family, but I'm biased, so I can't really give a good take on that one. All right, it's my scene. This is my scene. My scene for this next thing that I'm a part of. It is interior hallway. My lines are as followed. I walk in. I'm hitting the closed door button as fast as the previous one. As the door's shut, he reaches for the emergency phone and starts dialing. And my lines are, Jay, listen. I don't have long. Get your family, grab Dave, and head underground. Yeah, they're here. It's already happening. I'm going to meet you down there, but you need to go now. No, Jay, it has to be now. Shh. I got to go. And then my name is Henry Michaels. So the agents come in. They say, Henry Michaels, please come with us. And then I scream at the top of my lungs. I say, stop. Let me go. I have to get my son. Please let me go. So that'll be fun to perform. I will be performing that, and I keep reading that because it's good to read it as often as possible. Keep it in your mind. Keep it fresh For example, I hate the thought. Wait, I hate the one who thought it would be funny to name me Ryan Ryan. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's a good name. It's a good name. So nice you got to name him twice. All right, let's see. It's going to open up, and then I can go to where I was at, I believe, right? I can go to where I was. Maybe. Chapter 2. There we go. We got this. So we're gonna do something today. I think this is what we're gonna do. Ooh. There we are. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So. All right. Chapter 2. How did the United States lose its economic edge? How did the United States lose its economic edge? For 15 years after the conclusion of World War II, World War II. For 15 years after the conclusion of World War II, the United States was an economic superpower. The United States was an economic superpower with the ability to control global economies. With the ability to control global economies. The world looked to our dollar for stability and even as a measure of their own country's viability. What happened to that edge? What happened to that edge? Would I believe... Oh, sorry. I'm not on the... There we go. What's up, Jacob Adams? Good to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, I'll never stop changing my name. Yo, Eric Pullman fan, good to see you. Welcome in. What's up, what's up, what's up? What happened? What happened to that edge? Well, while I believe business need not be a zero-sum game and that economic... Thank you so much for the heart, me. I appreciate that. While I believe the business need not be a... While I believe business need not be a zero-sum game and and that economic progress throughout the world is a good thing, I also believe the United States handed over its economic power willingly by neglecting by neglecting internal needs and ignoring considerable threats from external forces. From external forces. How have we allowed this to happen? How have we neglected to understand? How have we allowed this to happen? Globalization and the flattening of the economy. Thanks to the World Wide Web, globalization has created information availability and instantaneous communication, including translation. But globalization started centuries ago with the movement of empires across the globe as cultures and languages mingled. Globalization is about cultures interacting, sometimes through friendship, force, or necessity. Since World War II, the phenomenon has included technology. Since World War II, the phenomenon has included technology in shipping by air and sea, and movements of goods and people around the world in a day rather than days, weeks, or even months. I feel like I'm let's see, it says, I feel like I'm in middle school, popcorn reading a geography or textbook. Yeah, basically. Globalization causes the flattening of the world, basically meaning that as technology increases, most of the world becomes a far more level playing field in commerce. Most of the world becomes a far more level playing field in commerce. Most of the world. Business can be extended around the globe with one corporation able to have factories and sites in multiple countries. Supply chains that stretch the world over help promote peaceful relationships between nations. It's far more complicated to invade your enemy when they're also a major trade partner. Geographical and historical divisions become less important with each passing year. Competitors operate with similar opportunities. However, that assumes all competitors take advantage of the same opportunities. The flattening of the world is problematic to countries that are unwilling or unable to keep up with the expansion through flexibility and skill mobility. Many nations eagerly grasp the chance eagerly grasp the chances that globalization provides. Some are particularly adept at taking advantage of the situation, and others, like the United States, assume that we can stay on top assume that we can stay on top by the force of our history alone. Spoiler alert, we can't. Meanwhile, skill sets in the United States have diminished our jobs. Whoa. Whoops. Thank you so much for the heart puff. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ryan. Spoiler alert. Meanwhile, meanwhile, skill sets in the United States have diminished. Our jobs have been outsourced to areas with cheaper and ready labor. And we continuously hand our technology over to other countries without compensation. We are, in effect, allowing ourselves to sit back and be relegated to middle management where no real work gets done, no progress is made, and no big decisions are possible. Shifting industrial geography, supply chaining, and outsourcing. Supply chaining and outsourcing. In 1994, the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, began a rapid increase of auto parts and production plants in Mexico and Canada. Because of this agreement, growth in the industry has largely been large. Because of this agreement, growth in the industry has largely been in Mexico, with the United States suffering significant employment losses, particularly in the Midwest. Outsourcing the production of components of automobile design, or in any industry is a play to lower automobile production costs and ultimately keep automobile prices competitive. The decline and resurgence of U.S. auto industry. There we go. Yep, save that. That's good. Gotta have that. Thank you guys. Yeah, words are definitely, they can be hard. Oh no, not the Midwest. Yeah, literally. What exactly were we doing? We're reading a book. Check it out. This is a book we're reading. I'm reading this book called The Wealth Almanac. Like, are you the recording person? Yeah, I'm recording. This is the microphone, and this is the book that I'm reading, and this is the program I'm recording with. The Wealth Almanac, and it's chapter 2. Wealth Almanac Chapter 2. Yeah, so I am recording. As I'm speaking, you see the volume. Pump up the volume. Yeah. So that's me on there. I'm doing that thing. And, yeah. Pump. Yeah, speaking of pump, check out this awesome guy, Corso164, following over on Twitch. Guys, if you follow me over on Twitch, you get a announcement. You get a fun announcement there. So it gets, well, actually, if you subscribe anywhere, if you subscribe over on YouTube, it does that. If you subscribe over on Kick, I think it does that. Yeah, if you subscribe anywhere, it will do a fun thing. It will pop up. It'll do a fun alert. So I've got that. Also, if you're over on Twitch and you come to say hi, it will ring a little sound like that, and you'll appear on screen. So if you guys want to appear on screen, come over to Twitch or YouTube. As you can see, YouTube is on there as well. Yo, thank you so much, Stone Johnson 24. I appreciate the follow. Stone Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Stone Johnson, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Yes, if you follow over on Twitch or you chat over on Twitch, you will appear on the chatter box and you will create an alert. So, 100%, are you cheating on us? Absolutely not. What's up, dude? Good to have you, Stone Johnson. Stone Johnson, welcome into the chat. Thank you for popping in. Good to have you over here on Twitch. He is cheating on us. I'm not cheating. No cheating. No cheating. The only thing I cheat on is my taxes. Don't come after me, IRS. No, I'm joking. Jokes. Chavez, welcome in, Chavez. Yes. Yeah. Can't cheat on the diet, can't cheat on the exercise, but you can cheat on the taxes. No, you can do everything in your power to remain underneath 22%, as you should. You should definitely pay your 12%. Definitely pay your 12%. You got to pay your 12%. That's the least you can do for living in the good old country of America, you know. Pay it forward. Get those roads paved. You know, get those roads paved. Buy a family a lunch. Pay off the national debt. That's most of it. That's most. And then the other most is, you know, premiums on health care. So, you know, it goes directly to, I think, United Healthcare. I think that's where it goes. I think it's going directly to United Healthcare CEO, whoever that might be right now. I'm not imagining the cost. Absolutely not. No. Zeros. All right, let's see. Outsourcing. If you're rich, then pay your taxes. Depends on how rich. Cause like, I pay like 56% of my paycheck, and I am pretty freaking paycheck to paycheck. So I don't know. Yeah. Well, you know, that's true. That would help out a lot. Outsourcing. Outsourcing is one aspect of globalization. As the jobs of one country are moved to another country, outsourcing is one aspect of globalization. As the jobs of one country are moved to another country. are moved to another country. Okay. I had to check the audio, make sure that there's no sounds going on. Elijah, what's up, Elijah? Good to have you. Elijah, welcome in. How are you today? I'm reading a Luigi book right now. Oh, that's cool. Wait, what do you mean by a Luigi book? What do you mean by Luigi book? Like, was it on his lists of like books that he read? Was it on his suggested books or? Oh, here we go. STEM education concerns. That'll be nice. That'd be cool to read that. Okay. So this goes to page 30. All right. Yeah. What's up, Pamela? What's up, Pamela? How you doing, Pamela? What's up? What's up? What's up? What up? How you doing, Jesus? Hola, Jesus. What are you doing? Oh, I'm recording an audiobook right now. I'm recording an audiobook. Happy to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. What's up, Perry Potter? How you doing? Alicita. What's up, Alicita? Diurme? What is Diurme? What is that? Go to sleep? No. No say. No say. No say. Nada. What are you doing? Oh, what's up, Caitlin? Welcome in, Caitlin. Hello, hello. I will say that I am making an audiobook. I'm making an audiobook. I'm making an audiobook. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. It is called the Wealth Almanac. So I'm doing that. I'm reading some stuff. I'm reading chapter 2, Dig the Glasses. Thank you so much. Yeah, I put these on so I can do. Yo, dude, thank you so much, Jacob Storm. Thank you for the 100 cheers. Thank you so much for the 100 cheers. You beautiful human. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out for the cheers. I appreciate you. Yes, if you are over on Twitch, check me out. Give it a follow. Give it a cheer. We are over here on the. We got Twitch chat going on. We also we have YouTube chat on here, and we also have Kick chat on here. But yeah, W Jacob, absolutely W Jacob. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jacob Storm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all the help I can get over here on this stream. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so we're just making an audiobook, and thank you for the dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat. We love to see it. I gotta turn this down just a little bit. What's up, Scott? Very slay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're done with a couple. We did a few books. We got like 9 on Audible, 1 on other platforms. I don't have one of them on Audible anymore, but it's on all other platforms. So I've got the neoliberalism book over everywhere else, basically, except for Audible, because Audible took it off for some reason. I'm not sure why. So thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. You are amazing. I swear, every time I see you, you have a new username. Yeah, I switch. Sorry, excuse me. I switch it up over on TikTok. I do that because when you Google me, I'm gonna type on Google just to make sure. But when you Google my name, comes up with a bunch of different things. Excuse me. So it comes up with a bunch of different things. And I just don't want. Oh, I have a Prime Video account. That's cool. That's really cool. I just don't want my TikTok to come up on the list of things. So I've named it a couple different things. It still shows up. It still shows up every now and then. Like this one. We were both 16. Oh, it's probably because people at me on here. And they at Eric Pullman. So, yeah. It's not perfect, but definitely helps. Bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's pick it back up where we were. But we were over here on Twitch. Not Twitter. Yeah, fun fact, you can only broadcast on Twitter if you pay the subscription fee. And I don't see any reason to subscribe to Twitter. Like, that's just me. I don't see any reason at all to subscribe to Twitter. But that's just me. Let's see. If I go to Twitch, I copy this and I go over to Threads and I post. Okay, actually, I mean, maybe. It might be alright, but I think YouTube does it better to where it actually showcases the video. Ooh, I'll put both. How about that? Yeah, there we go. Nice. So I'll post it on Threads. That way if I oh my god, these people are freaking. Alright, I'll show you guys what's going on here. This is crazy. Shy? Meta, baby. Well, yeah, Meta's better, in my opinion. Meta is better. Alright, let's see what's going on here. What's going on over on Threads? Thank you so much for that. These people are so. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. Okay. There's this one where this guy's making plastic. Yeah, Nature Jab. He's making plastic on here, and he's got like carbon. And I go, yo, any way you can turn this into activated carbon for water purification? Because, that's what you can do with carbon. And he goes, or no, this girl goes, I believe he's making fuel. You don't say. So I go, no way, tell me more. And she actually goes into like the details of this guy and who he is. And I was like, obviously, like if I'm following this guy, I know what he does. He's talking about something particular in this video. I'm talking about the particularities, not the generalized person. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. Anyway. All right. So there's this person, and they said, offering a 50-year mortgage. Okay, Ryan says, I'm a Blue Sky fan personally. I haven't really tried Blue Sky, to be honest, and I'm not sure if I would be a fan or not, but I don't know. Yo, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate the rose, Ryan. So this person says, offering a 50-year mortgage is like prolonging someone's suffering while being underwater without breathing. You get it. So I am looking at this and I go, just pay it off early? Like, is that not an option here? Just like I've done that with cars, you get a $24,000 loan, you make extra payments. Like mathematically it all evens out. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate that, Ryan. Mathematically it all evens out over time. If you think about this, like you just plug in the mathematics, if you have a $24,000 loan, 3.99 APR, you're paying roughly $398 every single month. So you can do that for like 80 months, or you can do it for 160 months, and instead of paying $398, you pay like $200. So instead of like $400, it's $200 because you've doubled the amount of time. That's going to, of course, incur a lot more interest throughout time, but the minimum payment is substantially less. It's $200. You can still pay $400 and then you accrue less interest on that minimized principal amount over time. I don't understand how that's not like common sense, but apparently that's like offering a 50-year mortgage is like prolonging someone's suffering. Okay. How? How? Like, in what way? What are you talking about? That you've extended the term. Mathematically, it's the same thing. If you break it down, it's mathematically the identical thing. So just pay it off early. If the interest troubles you that much, just pay it off early. 25-year loan, 3.99 APR on $400,000, $1,400 a month. 50 years, same rate, same amount, $1,400 a month. If you double the $700 payment, you would sign up for. Mathematically, that is an identical thing. Except in the case of you doing a 50-year loan, you do pay a tremendous amount more in interest because you've paid less over time, and that increase in amount, or the difference rather between like the principal the reduced principal you would have paid before, and the increased amount of principal you now pay, it's going to incur more interest just mathematically. It's just a larger number applied to that APR. How is that not? Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. But like, it just seems like that should be super common sense to me. That mathematically it's just the same amount of money. It's just you're taking twice as long to do it, and then it incurs more interest over time. To me, that means that you have less of a liability or less of a requirement, but you can still voluntarily pay the amount back. How does that not make sense? So this person's been getting some traction, but I wanted to give them some pushback. What do they mean? And so, obviously people are. So, amen. I'm tired of this topic already. If you don't want a mortgage for 50 years, pay it off. Smartest comment I've read all day. Thank you. That's awesome. Love that. This person says that's not how it would work. A $400,000 loan for whatever is okay. Since you hold a higher balance on. Oh my God, you're so. How? Since you hold a higher balance on a 50-year longer, you have a interest accrual that exceeds just doubling the interest charged on 25 years. What are you talking about? What I don't like is that I can't understand you at all. And that's what I'm saying. I love your voice and the way you express yourself. Thank you so much, Alicita. I appreciate that. What would work out is if you took the 50-year and paid $2,109 monthly, then it would be paid off in 25 and mathematically be the same. What are you talking about, PI? What is PI? What are you talking about, PI? What is PI? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Since you hold a higher balance on a 50-year longer. No, you don't. Like, you do if you don't double your payment. But we're talking about in the instance where you do double your payment. What are you talking about? Like, this doesn't make any sense. What would work out the same is if you make no sense. You're making no sense. The borrower actually sets the terms based on the payments they make. If the interest rate just dictates how quickly they would, the term is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is the rate. Yeah, exactly my point. That's the only thing that matters. What are you talking about? Like, in all other instances, like, what are you talking about? This guy says the ignorance is astounding. Like, do these guys live in reality? Obviously not. I rent, so I don't know. Why do a mortgage at all? Just pay for the house in cash. Probably because people don't have cash. People don't have $400,000 in cash. Do you live in reality? Like, what are we talking about here? Devin Cole? What? Brother Bear, Brother Bear, Devin Cole, former Division I hooper. I'm sorry. I know that you and your 5 followers might be like super proud of the fact that you've got cash in hand. But people don't have $400,000 in cash. Dude, nobody lives this way. Nobody lives that way. Why do a mortgage at all? Yeah. You're so right. Why don't you just pay the full thing outright? Why don't you just, what you're saying is, why don't you just limit the term to 0 and pay it outright? Then you don't pay interest at all. Yeah, no, duh. But we live in reality where people can't do that. No. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate the follows. That's me. I liked my own post. Where's the math coming from? This isn't even remotely in the ballpark. It's mathematics, you dunce. Being Steve. It's mathematics, you dunce. It's literally so simple. You multiply an amount, a principal amount, to a rate. It's interchangeable. You could put any rate in there. If you're like, 3.99 is way too high, it doesn't matter. It's arbitrary. You can put anything in there. 400,000 is too much. Okay, put another number. Do 200,000. It's the same. It's like, those are variables. Those are scales. Those are things that you change in a mathematical equation in order to get a defined output. Where's the math coming from? It's amount times rate. How does that not make sense? What do you mean? You're going to have a higher interest rate on the 50-year. Nowhere in the lending world would they get you the same rate as a shorter-term loan. Okay, well, that's why I said in the post. So just pay it off. Yeah, that's why I fixed the rate for both of those. I was also going to say in here, assuming you don't change the rate, but like I put in the rates to make that as clear as possible, but people are still confused, apparently. I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Oh, people are going to give you different rates. Okay. Then that's the point, dude. Then that's the point. 50, the point isn't the length of the term, it's the rate. So talk about the rate. If we're talking about a mortgage that's like, I don't know, 17% APR, then yeah, that's ridiculous. Put it on a credit card, because that's basically what you're doing. Yeah, it's a rate thing. It is a completely rate dependent. It's not, length dependent. So these people they don't have any idea what they're talking about. They just don't understand basic mathematics. What are we doing here? What are we doing? So yeah, it doesn't matter if it's not in the ball. Hey, check this out, man. Hey, check this out. You go. Wait, can we pull up our calculators? Actually, yeah. Check it out. This is my calculator. Check out my calculator. You ready for this, guys? This is my calculator. I'm gonna go 400,000, right? A lot of money, 400,000. We divide that by 25 years, 1,600 per year. A year is comprised of 12 months. 1,333. I gave it an extra amount to account for anything else, $70 a month. I rounded up. It's 1,333 per month. You do 1,333 per month for 12 months for 25 years. That gets you 400,000. The interest is, of course, added after, but we're keeping the interest the same in both instances, so you can remove that variable from the equation. How does that not make sense? Like, of course, the interest is part of it, but it's the same amount in each instance. And so when you have a variable on both sides of the equation, you can remove them. For example, x plus y equals x plus z. There's x on both sides. You can subtract the x from both sides and get y equals z. That's what that means. How is that not common sense? What are we talking about here? And like interest is related to, it's the principal and it changes every single month. So interest is going to be like, I don't know. I could probably target, I could probably do it. It's probably like 400,000, right? We multiply that by the 0.0399. So you're going to pay about $16,000 a year in interest. You multiply that by 25 years. Dang, in interest you basically buy. Wow. If you multiply that by 25, you are paying like, wow, that's crazy. 400,000 basically. It's 400,000. If you pay the full thing, but you don't, you diminish as you go throughout it, and it's more logarithmic, but for simplicity, you can divide by 2, and it'll be about 199,000. So 199,500, right? And then you add that to the principal. Man, that is a lot. You know, that puts it roughly around 600,000. Probably what you're going to be ended up paying. It falls off as it goes throughout time. So, but you can look at it like a singular dimensional triangle rather than a area under the curve sort of a thing. Yeah, wow, 600,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. But then we take that, we divide by 25, and then we divide that by 12. Okay. All right. So it would be $2,000 a month if you did a 25-year loan. If you extended that out 50 years, you would absolutely be annihilated in interest, obviously. But just pay it off early, and it's the exact same thing. Like, if you're like, oh my gosh, a 50-year loan is insane. I need a 25-year loan. Let's say you have half the payment. It's $1,000. So instead of like having a $2,000 bill every single month, you have a $1,000 bill every single month. Okay. What you're saying is, like, I can't possibly pay $2,000 a month. I need to pay $1,000 a month. Then don't buy that home. Like, don't buy that home. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't buy that home. Love you too, Ryan. I'm just saying, like, oh yeah, okay. So it's a different issue if you're like, I can't afford that home. But if it's like $2,000, if you're saying like, I shouldn't be allowed to pay $1,000, I need to pay $2,000. Nothing stops you from going in that direction. Just pay $2,000. If you don't feel comfortable paying $1,000 a month, pay $2,000. Get the 50-year, pay $2,000. It's mathematically identical to get the 25-year. It's the exact same thing. The only difference may be the interest, and that's all we're talking about. So my point was that the only thing that really matters is the APR. That's it. Length doesn't matter. But whatever. That's just apparently people just don't understand that whatsoever. So that's what's going on over here. Yeah. Yeah. This is funny. It's like, so what's the point there? What are you trying to say? Do you guys live in reality? Let's not be insulting. Let's not be insulting with your line of questioning. How about how about how about have a dignity for human beings? How about treat each other as though you're treating yourself from another perspective? What happened to that? What happened to I will treat you the way I want to be treated? What happened to the golden rule, guys? Do you want to hear ignorance is astounding? What do you mean by that? How about point to a idea that I've conveyed and say, I think that you are ignorant in this, that, or the other because of A, B, and C. Whatever happened to being specific or pointed with your speech? This just seems unnecessarily insulting. What are we doing here? Like, do these guys live in reality? If you're saying I shouldn't do a 50-year loan, then don't. Like, it's not that hard. Don't do that. If you're saying you shouldn't, don't. That sounds pretty realistic to me. Why are you questioning the... I mean, it's just, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense, Cecilia. Come on, Cecilia. What are we doing? Let's look at the other replies. Let's see what's going on. See, this language, right? This language. Okay, I get it. It's violence. We don't want to see that, right? How are you still alive? Facts. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, that's just mean. Why post that? Why post that? That's just mean. I mean, that's true. It says remember your oath to the Constitution. Yeah, you should definitely remember your oath to the Constitution. Okay. Yeah, see, I could agree with this person on certain things. Don't be mean though. This person tweets like this person messages like Dolan Turnip. Yeah. What I like to do is when somebody posts something just unnecessarily mean or whatever, I like to look and see what other things that they're posting. You know? Because a lot of the times they're just unhappy people. I mean, what? We got an N95 in 2025? Like, bro, what are we doing? Yeah, but I had a I had a chemistry question because these people are, they're making carbon on here, and I said, can you make this into activated carbon for water purification? And this person says, you do not want plastic carbon. Curious. So I say, can you tell me chemically what is distinct? I'd understand impurities, but carbon is carbon. To which my interlocutor replies, not all carbon is the same. They contain halogens. They can contain halogens that make it extremely toxic. Pyrolysis carbon is never pure like elemental carbon. Interesting. Halogens, you say? Halogens, like chlorine, like fluorine, like bromine, like the ones that are furthest to the right on the periodic table, except the noble gases. Save the noble gases. Those with 7 electrons in their valence shell. Halogens. Very, very reactive species. You do not want to mess with halogens. You're so right. You want to be careful with halogens. You're so right on that. But when did halogens get introduced? I said I can understand PVC, which is polyvinyl chlorine, but halogenated polymers are not common. No response. So, I don't know, like, oh, be scared of the boogeyman. Halogens. He said the word. Halogens. But, I just fail to see what's distinct about it. This person says, it's molten plastic. Absolutely 100%. This word, C word. Dysregulated cell growth. So I said, plastic is by definition a polymer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the pyrolysis breaks down the polymer into monomeric units, then further into its constituent atoms / carbon hydrocarbon chains. Carbon char is chemically different than a mere physically altered plastic, aka molten plastic. Although benzene presence is certainly a carcinogen, I fail to see how the char would be as described in your comment. No response. So I don't know. I mean, like, there are things that I like to get some clarity on. There's some questions that I have that I like to pose. But man, people just are not educated enough to really address the issue. They just sort of launch insults and flagellate, self-flagellate. Or say something completely obtuse. I believe he's making fuel. No duh. Like, how is that not obvious? So, check me out on Threads. I'm over here on Threads. I'm plugging my my Twitch, my YouTube, and the IMDb over there. And I say some stuff every now and then. That gets a little traction. Most of it is just some poetry I like to put together. Some words. I like to string together some words. So, thank you so much for everybody interacting with all this. Thinking you can find a 3.99 APR mortgage is whack. Okay, that's not the point. Like, did you miss the point? The point of the conversation was that rate multiplied by principal is all that matters. So if you point out the specific rate that I'm talking about, it doesn't make sense. This man has never heard of property taxes or PMI, and it shows. LMAO. You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Pay your taxes, guys. Pay your taxes. You're so right. Thinking a monthly mortgage would only be $1,400 is more whack. Is more whack. Thinking the monthly mortgage. Hey, listen. You know how much my parents pay for mortgage on their home? $700. Okay, so $1,400 is quite a lot more than that. It's less than I pay in rent. You should save money on owning a mortgage rather than renting. You should. If not, you shouldn't buy that mortgage. You should just rent somewhere because it's way cheaper to rent. I mean, it's just like I don't mind if you address the actual point and you have good ideas. It just doesn't make sense to be completely missing the point or being intentionally obtuse with everything you say. With everything you say. Sorry, excuse me. So, you know, it's mathematically identical. I'm willing to change my mind, obviously, but you can't convince me that math isn't math. This is just mathematics. I mean, what are we doing here? So that's my spiel. That's my spiel. I'm still on the calculator, so I'll turn off the calculator. I know you guys don't like math. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's get some recording done. Outsourcing. Outsourcing is one aspect of globalization. Outsourcing is one aspect of globalization. As the jobs of one country are moved to another country, sorry, I think I already read that. A global supply chain is used to describe a product that goes through, literally or referentially, several different locations before it eventually arrives at its place of distribution to the public. A primary example of this type of supply chain is the construction of automobiles. A primary example, got to separate those words, sorry. A primary example of this type of supply chain is the construction of automobiles. Components are gathered and assembled in facilities across the globe. While the United States used to be the world's most effective automobile producer, now our automakers gather parts from distributors around the world to minimize total costs. As an example, Tesla is the only car manufacturer whose engines are manufactured. Tesla is the only car manufacturer whose engines are manufactured entirely on U.S. soil. In an interviewing twist, most, if not all, major Japanese car manufacturers now have large production facilities in the United States, mostly in the southern United States. At first, this was to avoid tariffs and important quotas, but now Some of these facilities have been operating for decades. It's a bit strange for an American to buy a Japanese car, mostly manufactured in Ohio or India, while the domestic car may be manufactured in Mexico. In Mexico, outsourcing manufacturing jobs from the United States to other countries, particularly China, began in the 1970s when, when consumer electronics when consumer electronics grew in popularity and availability. Base source. Now in the 21st century, it's unusual to find a product that is not at least in part manufactured overseas. Manufactured overseas. There is an ongoing debate about whether outsourcing helps or hurts the U.S. economy. Some people point to lost jobs, others to the value of strategic partnerships that produce quality products at lower costs, and others to the ethics of those cost savings when it comes to the treatment of outsourced workers. And others to the ethics of those cost savings, and others to the ethics of those cost savings when it comes to the treatment of outsourced workers. Domestic manufacturers seek foreign domestic man, this is tough. Strat ego, absolutely. Domestic manufacturers seek foreign locations for production. No. Domestic manufacturers seek foreign locations for production because this cuts costs and keeps them competitive, at least in the short term. I look at this problem in yet another way. I look at this problem in yet another way. Through outsourcing. Through outsourcing, we have given our technology away to China and other countries. We've lost our monopoly and advantage as our technology was reverse engineered many times with little to no compensation. That's a best case scenario, as we will see in an upcoming chapter. Many times our ideas went overseas, were seized, and improved through unethical practices. And then these foreign companies developed their technologies on the backbone of our work, and now outperform us in both manufacturing and development. I look at the United States corporations and see people in suits moving things around without actually creating or developing anything new. The impact of outsourcing is a lower cost of goods, downward pressure on inflation, online shopping, and global supply chains. Global supply chains have replaced manufacturing in our country because skilled labor can be found cheaper and more abundantly in high-density areas like India and China. China in the 51-49% problem. An incredible amount of our technology has been seized by China because U.S. corporations fail to understand that their business concept is different from ours. U.S. companies understand ownership and percentages. On paper, if one party owns 51% share of that company, that party has decision-making powers. This system works reasonably well here. It is a way for partners to receive roughly equal benefits from the company's profits, while still leaving the majority shareholder with the ability to control the company's important directions and decisions. As we discussed in the previous chapter, President Nixon's visit to China helped that country open its borders to trade, and U.S. corporations were quick to take advantage of this populous new trading power, of this populous new trading partner, making the mistake of thinking that all cultures follow our rules. Repeatedly, corporations fell victim to joint venture endeavors with China. Harris, China Joint Ventures. Everything you should know. In a joint venture, two entities sign a contract and work together and split the profits of the business. China has managed to perfect the art of turning this type of contract completely to their advantage. Shutting out its American contributors. What does this mean, and what's the impact? Let's say that corporation USA has great technology in the form of a widget. Company China agrees to purchase 20 widgets. Company China will provide the space and maintenance for the widgets. Corporation USA assumes that other Chinese companies will fall in line to buy more widgets. There is a lot of money to be made because this widget is great. Yet, shortly before an agreement is signed, Company China says, whoops, the price for 20 of these widgets is too high. Instead, let us form a 51-49 joint venture company. Company China keeps 51%. Company China keeps a 51% share in the venture and contributes one of the widgets. Company China provides the space and infrastructure for 20 widgets and will purchase the other 19 widgets after the first widget has started making money. Corporation America is forced into a minority partnership. After all, China has the majority ownership, right? A joint venture company is formed. We'll call it Joint Venture Incorporated. After the contribution of Widget 1, however, suddenly the company China asserts that the widget does not work as promised. The joint venture goes bankrupt and is dissolved, leaving Corporation USA confused and disappointed. Oh well, that's the way it goes in business sometimes. Oh well, that's the way it goes in business sometimes. Corporation USA bears the failure and then attempts to enter the Chinese and sometimes global market directly. Soon, Corporation USA finds out that no Chinese buyers are interested in the widget. Why? Because a cheaper widget is now available in the wide distribution. Because a cheaper widget is now available in wide distribution from company China, which has reverse engineered the widget tech and is making profits. Corporation USA is shut out of the Chinese market altogether. Corporation USA is shut out of the Chinese market altogether, and sometimes the global market as well. The global market as well. How is this possible? Most of the joint ventures formed with China fail because foreign partners fail to understand this basic tenet. In China, 51% ownership 51% ownership does give one control over the venture. After achieving 49% ownership, the foreign investor, under the misconception that intellectual property protection rights are assured, agrees to follow the Chinese side. I gotta stop. I'm actually, I'm feeling it a little bit in the voice. And anytime I feel this, I just need to stop immediately. I've found that if I push through it, it takes way longer to get a good take. And as a result of pushing through it, I will actually not be able to record sufficiently for like a week. It'll be like a week. It's insane. So I think I gotta call it quits for tonight. We're at 10:46. Bless me. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. I don't know why Logic froze there. 273. Let's see. How long ago did it freeze? That's it's not an hour, is it? No, it's just 26 minutes. 7:23. It's probably like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, can't be doing that. All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up, David? I see you in there, Brian Kelly. Good to see you, Brian Kelly. Jolie's speechless. Jolie's speechless. Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at some of this stuff over on Threads. I can't believe that some of these people are like this. You know what I mean? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you over on TikTok. Looks like final analytics on it. We got a total of 174 viewers. That's cool. 2,000 likes. 1,998. Thank you so much. Selling diamonds right now. That's so funny. Thank you so much, Jacob Adams, for 101 coins and being a champ, coming over to Twitch to show some love as well. I appreciate that. Let's see. Farley Verkirk, thank you so much. Appreciate you as well. Download Live Studio. Can we do that? Can we download Live Studio? No. I think that's just for Windows right now. Why are you just for Windows? Why can't you also be for... Why can't you be normal? Why can't you be normal? Yeah, that's sad. AMD Ryzen. Oh, what's that? I'm looking at the GPU requirements for minimum, general live, and gaming live. Okay. All right. Well, gotta play that again. Thank you so much, Jacob. I appreciate you, Jacob. Thank you for the cheers. Thank you for the cheers. I appreciate you. Cheers. Let's go. And yeah, TikTok, I'm going to do my best to be back. I will say TikTok, they do not do a good job of allowing me on twice in a row. They will probably, if I can predict this, because this happened twice now, I think what's going to happen is they're going to revoke my live access and give it back to me in about a week. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to come back on to TikTok through here. They may restrict my live access as they have before. But if they don't, I really hope I can come back on and continue doing this from here. I'd love to create more of a show on here. I can even do more things specifically for TikTok. If I know that like I'm just going to be on TikTok and I'm going to see that audience specifically, then I could just go live there. I could play some videos over here. I can have like a Wheel of Fortune thing going on. I could even have like topics that we're talking about. There's so much that I could actually evolve the show into. I just need to know what the system is capable of. And right now it seems like the system does not like me, and I can't plan for something that is that inconsistent. So far it's been revoked twice. So I'm happy that they accept me immediately and I can come on about once a week. But unfortunately, I can only do my best with this, and we'll see what happens. But I will definitely come on if my live access is not revoked. So thank you so much for popping over. I really appreciate all of you beautiful people for popping in, showing some love, liking it up for 2,000 times. Thank you so much for the 2,000 likes, and we got about around 200 views. So thank you so much, everybody, for popping in for that. Thank you, everybody, over on, we don't have anybody on Kick. What's up, Angeline? Good to see you, Angeline. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Hello. So thank you so much, everybody on Kick. If you're over there, I don't see anybody chatting, but thank you so much for the hires. Jacob Adams, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the hat and mustache. I gotta see if the hat and mustache does the animation over on TikTok. Thank you so much, Angeline, for testing that out for me. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in over on TikTok. I really do appreciate it. I was saying a little earlier that a lot of the times, thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much for the love you so. Thank you for the love you so. A lot of the times, TikTok will remove my live access. I will have a revoked live access for about a week, and then they will allow me back on after I reapply. I hope that's not like a continuing theme. It's happened twice now, so I kind of expect it this third time, but I hope third time's a charm and they keep me on, because I would love to evolve the show on TikTok. I love to come on just the phone, but there's so much more I could do with this setup. This is very much tuned to Twitch. It's very much tuned to YouTube. It's very much tuned to what's up, Words and Words? Good to see you. Welcome in. It's very much tuned into Kick. It's tuned into that level of broadcast. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm saying goodbye to everybody, though, because my voice was really, I'm starting to feel it in my voice with certain words I was saying. I wasn't able to get fully there with it. So, again, just wanted to shout out everybody who popped in, gave some cheers. Thank you so much. Jacob Storm, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the cheers, the 100 cheers on there. And then thank you, Stone Johnson. Thank you, Stone Johnson, for the follow. I appreciate that. After 3 hours, I can't blame you. But then again, it also means it was literally probably one of the most unproductive sessions I've ever had. But I enjoy interacting with everybody here. So regardless or not of whether, like, we got maybe about 30 minutes of content filmed. That's about it. So for every hour, we got about 10 minutes. So it was 10% productive. It was 10% productive. But apart from that, I will say, I had fun interacting with everybody. Definitely hydrate, and you're welcome. Thank you so much. I definitely need that. I need hydration. I need tea. I need to rest the voice. Because if not, I will literally be out for a week. It's happened before. I just can't risk it. You were such a delight. Thank you for your kindness. You're a delight, Ryan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you popping in. Ryan, thank you so much. Hearts out to you, Ryan. Thank you for popping in, and you are loved. Know that you were loved. Yes, thank you so much, everybody, for the jar. Thank you for filling up the jar. Jar is filled with so much other stuff. It's filled with follows, filled with cheers, filled with gifts of all kinds. Thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it, and a little bit goes a long way. And on top of everything, our nonprofit is now accepted. Rise Overrun is now accepted on PayPal Giving, which connects it. It's a partner with Twitch. So now that Rise Overrun is part of Twitch, what I can do is I can start a charity stream for everybody. I can start a charity stream, and anyone can donate to this cause that I created to help STEM education, to support underprivileged and underrepresented groups in STEM fields. There's a huge discrepancy in demographics in STEM professions, and I believe that if you can support that creativity, that curiosity, as around like that middle school age, where you're really coming into the world and you're seeing everything for the first time, and you're trying to piece it together and figure out, like, what's possible, what can I do, what would I like to do for the rest of my life. And a lot of the times I hated that question. Did not like that question at all, because me personally, like, I don't want to be fixed and pinned down to one thing. I don't want to do one thing for the rest of my life. That sounds so boring. But Like, look at what I can do. I can, as a STEM professional, fund what I've always wanted to do, which is voiceover work and acting and modeling. I could do all of that because STEM professions pay a tremendous amount. It got me out of poverty. I'm almost there, almost through the threshold, but we're almost there. So it got me personally out of poverty. And I think that most people can do what I'm doing now. And so if I can give them the idea that they can do what I'm doing and it can get them out of poverty or lead them away from poverty, that's all I would really want in life. You know, people don't know about the things that are available to them. For me personally, I didn't know that the Pell Grant existed as a kid. And to know that, like, as economically how is it, unprivileged, disadvantaged, as economically disadvantaged as we were, that actually served as a superpower because I got about $6,000 per semester to go to a community college, so I got the residuals, and then to a state university where it barely covered everything. You know, that is such a huge thing. You could tell somebody to say, hey, you can get a Pell Grant and you could study STEM and you would make an inordinate amount of money once you graduate. If you could just give people that and say, you don't need to be a professor, you don't need to be a PhD in chemistry, you just need to know the first 2 semesters of chemistry and maybe a little orgo. That's it. And then you could work as a professional that makes a lot of money. I mean, if everyone could just know what I know now, you know, they might be able to say, hey, I actually really enjoy chemistry. I feel like I can't know it all or do it all or memorize it all, but it's really fun to me to learn about it. And if you just have that, then and you have a basic level of competency, you can do what I'm doing now. And you could go as deep as possible. As long as you just keep at it and you keep learning and you say, hey, like, if I get like the first 2 years of chemistry down and I learn a little bit of orgo, I'm good. I'm good to be a STEM professional. If you just know that, and everything else is icing on the cake, I mean, the world's your oyster, whatever you want to learn. If it's marine biology, if you want to join the, the Peace Corps, you could join the Peace Corps, help people out throughout the world, underprivileged people throughout the world. You could do that. Chemists Without Borders, that's a huge organization in my industry. People that want to have a bigger impact on the world. Like, those are the people that I want to reach. I want to reach those people that are naturally curious but have a bad set of hands. So, they were given a set of cards. It's just like, maybe they've got like a single mom that works 2 jobs and is not around. And that's the home life that they have. And they're a latchkey kid and they don't have that level of role model in their life that says, hey, you can do this. This is all. If you're just curious about the world and want to put your all into something, you could bring yourself out of poverty. You don't have to have your parents work 2 jobs. You could work 1 and it's the same amount of money. Stuff like that. Like, so what I'm saying isn't that eloquent. It's pretty early on for a lot of what I want to say on the matter. But I'm really excited to bring this nonprofit to the forefront of my creative outlet. I want to be able to put this on TikTok and say, hey, we're raising funds for this nonprofit. I want to come on to Twitch and say, hey, we're raising funds for this nonprofit. I want to come on to YouTube and Kick and maybe put it on Twitter. I don't know. Maybe put it on Threads. Who's to say? Maybe I'll get a bunch of people arguing with me. I don't know. But I want to put it out there and say, hey, if you guys want to donate, it's a 501c3 charitable organization. You can donate. All proceeds from my broadcast go to this, and support it as much as you'd like. None of the money goes to me. Everything goes to the organization. And that organizational fund STEM education for underprivileged and underrepresented groups. That's all I want. That's the legacy I want to leave in the world. And if I could just do that and have attention on my projects be the icing on the cake, like, I'm happy. That's what I want to do. So I love that. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the journey. I'm going to get more and more eloquent as I say this, so I appreciate you guys bearing through as I clumsily find those words. What's up, Strawberry? Good to see you, Strawberry. Welcome in. Hello, hello. If you're new here, good to see you, or good to have you. If you're returning, good to have you back. And yeah, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for watching. That's the only thing I could ever want. It's just eyes on the projects and eyes on the prize. Thank you so much. Words and Words. Always good to have you as part of the fam. Always good to have you as part of the fam. I don't like the way this looks from that side, you know. This is always better from that side. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Words and Words. Thank you for always being a strong supporter of the show. I really appreciate it. Strawberry says you're so cute. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Strawberry, over on TikTok. Shout out to Words and Words over on Twitch. If you're watching on Kick, you should follow so you can chat. I don't know what to tell you. If you're watching over on YouTube on the playback, I see you on the analytics. Thank you so much. We always get probably about a dozen. So thank you for watching over on the playbacks. You guys are great. If you followed from the Threads link, thank you for reading my threads. I really do appreciate it. I try to be as eloquent as possible and find words, put it out there. And I think that a daily practice of crafting words is something that I need in life. So thank you for indulging me. Everybody who watches that and interacts with it, thank you. I appreciate it. And I think that's all I have for tonight. So thank you so much, everybody. Hopefully TikTok keeps me on. Hopefully TikTok does not revoke my live access this time. But if they do, TikTok will be back in a week. Twitch will probably be back tomorrow. So thank you so much. Good to have you. Ryan, 99, my friend. 99, Ryan, thank you so much for popping in. Strawberry, goodbye. Good to have you. Words and Words says, God bless Eric. God bless you as well. Have a good night, and we'll see you around. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful night and a good weekend if I don't see you.